I'm at a little bit of a loss right now. I did not see this coming. We allowed them to walk out of here with a point. You know, all the good that these players have done the last 3 games with really going for the jugular, we just didn't seem to have that tonight. We controlled the game still, you know, dominated the game, I would think. Did well against Quintero, which was the main focal point, how good he is. But we didn't finish him off when we had opportunities. And even before that, transition I thought was a little bit slow. So we'll take the point. We have to find 2 points, you know, on the road, at least. 2 more points than we're planning on getting. Yeah, I have to look at it a little bit. First of all, I mean, yeah, I have to look at it in film. You know, I'll be making up an answer right now, you know, or I'd be jumping to a rash comment, and I don't want to do that.
Ask Brooks about the substitution with Kyle and maybe how it maybe changed things, and he said maybe we were dropping a little bit too deep from that point on. Oh. Did you see it from that point on?
Kyle's substitution was his hamstring. You know, well, I would never take Kyle out of the game if he's healthy. You know, he's our engine, he's our warrior. At halftime, we noticed during the first half he stretched his leg at least 5 times. Halftime, we had this word with him, and Kyle, being the guy that he is and the leader that he is, would never pull himself out, you know. And Kyle said he felt something, but, you know, he'll give it a go. And I already planned at that moment there was a chance I was going to take him out of halftime because with the 5 games we have remaining, I can't afford to have someone like Kyle injured. So I actually let him go in the second half about 7-8 minutes longer than I wanted to and maybe should have. That was a complete medical sub. You know, and Albert's sub was he had a long flight, 2 games international. He gave us a lot, and we needed a spark, someone in Corey, to come on there. And again, in the back of my mind was with Albert's travel, you know, over 2 continents, how many time zones, playing 2 games. I didn't, in the back of my mind was a little bit of, I don't want him to tweak something. And he was a little spent. He put everything in.
Mike, this team has gone through games like this before where you guys have been on a really impressive stretch and then maybe dropped something at home where otherwise you shouldn't have. Is that frustrating knowing that these guys have been through this before and it's a repeating this point in the season?
Well, listen, who would have thought we would have scored 6 goals in the Galaxy last week? You know, who would have thought we scored 6 goals the week before? Who thought on the road against Houston we would have won in extra time? So, you know, in the moment, which is how I live and how I want my players to live. So, yes, not happy and not satisfied. But there's different teams in the league that have, I want to say have number because they certainly don't have our number. But, you know, we find it maybe a little difficult to play against. And I'm not saying that's it, but perhaps that is, you know. Perhaps Minnesota is that team for us this year, you know, that give us issues. And you keep a team like that in the game when you have countless opportunities to put them away. Someone like Quintero, someone, you know, whoever it is going to pull out a little bit of magic, and we allowed that.